Yo guys, so I ran the craziest masterclass I've ever done on growth operating. This is probably the most random thing that I've done, and I thought about it for a couple of weeks and I was like, you know what, whatever, let's do it. Within 40 hours, we prepped it, we made it happen. Now, if you're a growth operator or someone who wants to scale a coaching offer, essentially you want to make bank online, this is probably the most important 60 minutes of your life, or at least of this year. By the way, if you don't know my name is Yusuf Lashul. I've scaled my growth operating business to up to 100K a month and over, and I run the #1 growth operating program in this space. And I've been able to help students get crazy results like Eric, who did 60K, 1K in 40 hours, created in 33K in a month, more that are all up in here that I can show. But anyways, the goal of today is tell you that, hey, I broke down exactly how we find creators, how we launch their offers and scale them past 100K a month, step by step. So look, there's no gatekeeping in this video. There's no holding back. It's just straight free sauce. I announced this to my free school. You might not be in if you didn't see it. It was pretty crazy. The feedback was actually insane. I included a bunch of different timestamps, so a lot of you guys don't have to worry about waiting on seeing what you're interested in. So tap wherever you want to go, the beginning, the middle, whatever that is. I just hope you love it as much as the attendance did. Good luck. I'll see you at the end and enjoy. As you guys pretty much know, we've launched a bunch of offers past 100K a month. I've personally scaled myself past 103K a month. A lot of you guys always ask me, how can you guys actually make money for your clients with low followings? Well, I'm pretty much a prime example of that. HK here, you guys see me do a breakdown over it. He did over like 100K a month in like 30 days flat. Matt went from 77K a month to actually 85K a month. Actually, that month we did about 120 in rev. He ended up closing most of it, and Chris over here pretty much went from like 3K a month, 50K a month, as fast as you can imagine. So the goal of today is going to be very simple. I've been a growth operator for like years and years in the space, which you guys all know. Before the word even came about, I've been doing this for like a pretty long minute. So the goal of today is basically to show you guys how we got results personally and how all of our students got results. So you guys know, you go to my IG, my YouTube, whatever that is, you can check the results. Funny enough, our team and I, we did research and we found out that we have more results ourselves than the whole freaking space combined, right? Not a flex, but shit, it low-key is a flex. So what we're going to do in this call is pretty much very simple. I'm going to break down exactly how you can find the best clients to launch offers for. A lot of you guys have seen all the outreach videos, but this time I'm going to actually explain it in a different way, because I got feedback from the YouTube video, and I'm going to break it down the proper way so you can actually land good creators that you actually want. How you can actually close them for a high setup fee, whatever. That's going to be like maybe 25, 30%. The whole thing probably like more 20, 25%. But the main part is going to be how to structure a launch, how to do the market research itself, the offer creation, sales assets, and the launch itself. So I'm gonna ask you guys to ask questions here and there, but it should be not a problem. Wait, 100 is max in Zoom. Oh, the fuck. 1 second. You should request to record the call. 1 second, Muhiz. Why is are we maxed out at 100? 1 second. Are we maxed out at 100? I think we're maxed out at 100, bro. Yeah, people are not able to. 1 second. Wait, guys, I don't really ever do this. Is it maxed out 100? You need a big room, meetings, da da da. Wait, 1 second. I think we're maxed out. We could be maxed out. 1 second, let me see. Oh, yeah, it's not letting people in. Bomba clot. 1 sec. Why is this not working? Give me a sec. Admit. Yeah, I'm trying to let people in. It's not working after 100 people. What the fuck? 1 second, guys. All right. Honestly, no, we did upgrade Zoom. We fucking paid for it. 1 second, boys. Give me a sec. 1 second, Zoom. Let me open this real quick. Where you boys at? Yeah, it should be fucking fine. I don't know what's wrong. Please double check real quick, or else I'm gonna just keep on going. And then, bro, if someone can't hop in, it's what it is, bro. Just leave it for now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't really give a shit. We'll have a recording. People that didn't join, they're L. You guys joined all early, so fuck it. All right, let's make it as simple as possible. Let me just get back to it so we get straight into it. So, very simple. That's what we're gonna go through today. I'm gonna go through in depth as possible. I mean, you guys have watched YouTube, so you guys know how we do it. So basically, the good thing about all this, if I could break it down very simply for you guys, which is why I want you guys to pay attention, is that the opportunity still stands. Like you still only need one client to pretty much get out of the trenches, do whatever you want, or whatever that is. I personally, I told you guys before, I was in college and I got my first client and that made me drop out. So my first client made me enough of a back to drop out, and it probably could do this the same for you guys. So let's see. I'm gonna break down to you guys something very simple right now. Is here's what most people do. Here's what you guys kind of DM me to do, or here's what the IG reels will tell you to do. You go on freaking ChatGPT, right? You type for them to give you a bunch of stupid ass niches. You go for type for creators, you DM them, or like you freaking type on IG, random people. You message them individually, you spam messages, and you don't book calls. 100 calls a day is not gonna make you more money in a sense, right? That's very simple. But the biggest thing right now is that everyone is always asking me about niches, right? Everyone's asking about like a niche, what niche should I target, what niche should I not target, whatever that is. Now, very simply put, guys, a niche is just a group of people, right? And it's not gonna make you money unless you have a problem. So what you guys need to actually do is find the problems that pay the most amount of money, right? What does that mean? I'll give you an example right now, straight up. A lot of people are shocked that I had a marriage offer. They didn't get why, because everyone's telling you to do e-com, SMMA coach, or whatever that is. A creator, for example, that helps high value women find and date high value men have 40,000 followers. But the pain is the woman has made a lot of money and she wants to find men, right? Now you might have another creator that helps high school kids start a side hustle or whatever that is and make them like 5 to 10K a month with like 200,000 followers, right? I'll give you an example. Who do you guys think will make more money? Type it in the chat. I can't even see, but who do you think is gonna make more money? If you had to analyze from this right now, right? Who make most money? Two, no, not two. Okay, left, women, more buying power. The gal, stop for a lot, bro. All right. So you guys get the point, right? The women on the left is gonna make more money because they're higher value women. They have the problem. The problem is way more freaking painful, right? And so even though the teenagers they lack money, they want to make money, and so it's super painful. Where are they gonna pull out 5K from? They can't, right? Very simply put, the other women, you can piff them 5K. You can like literally have them upsell for 12K because they have all the money in the world, but they can't actually get a man, right? So that's the first thing you need to understand when you're going about getting creators is you need to think about it very differently, right? So are they solving a problem? And do the people they're solving a problem for have money? This is gonna sound simple. Why do you guys think I don't freaking do beginner growth operating content? That ass. Why do you guys think I don't go like, start making money online? I don't want to talk to freaking beginners, right? People that are experienced, I get them results fast, and most of them have more money, right? And it's the same thing here. Eric right here, he launched, right? Very simply, he launched, he did 62K in 48 hours. I've seen creators that have the same following as this creator literally not even do 5K because they all had buying power and the pay was immense. The closing calls, guys, they're pretty much laydowns. And when you have like laydowns, you're pretty much chilling. Whoever said no recording, guys, we're recording on our end with Fathom, and then we'll repost it after, right? Very simple. Bro said instead of school, high school kids don't got any money. Anyways, so I'll give you guys another example of a couple people that you might take a use of. And by the way, guys, you guys should register this because everyone tells you to go after an e-com creator. Everyone tells you to do the bot shit. You actually don't even need to do that. Like very transparently speaking, you don't need to do that. Our marriage offer was making us way more bread than other offers because the people we had guys, mind you, we had people hopping on calls that had hotels. This guy hopped on a call. He had 10 hotels. He's a multi-millionaire and he picked 9K. And by the way, these coaches right here that I'm about to show you, they get DM'd less because everyone is a bot and people don't even think and they want to DM the e-com creator and the fucking like fitness creator, right? This guy right here, for example, he scaled to 100K a month with only 40,000 followers, right? Matt, he literally scaled to like, he did 125K a month in rev with like, and he had less followers, by the way. Right now he has more, but he had less followers before. He had like 130, 140. And then this offer is ran by a guy named right? They're doing like 200K a month, teaching people how to get into their dream schools, pass their exams, and pretty much like they spend a lot of money in education. Parents are coming on calls and straight piffing, right? So you guys have niches like business entrepreneurship, financial planning and wealth management, relationship and marriage consulting, parenting and family dynamics, academic and test preparation, parenting and like family dynamics. If you have a coach for that, that means the guy has a wife, has kids, has money to spend, and you're gonna help him find happiness again with his family. That's the most painful shit ever. We on the marriage offer, we'd make people cry, right? We would make people cry on the calls. W's in the chat for making people cry, right? I'm being so dead ass right now. You guys think like, oh, bro, whatever that is. I'm dead ass. People would actually cry on the calls. End of the day, we helped them. Like when we were on the marriage offer, bro, you guys will understand. Every day, some guy was texting us, yo, I hadn't had sex with my wife in like 2 years. Now we're together again. Yo, we were about to divorce. And then now we're together again. Crazy shit, right? If you do it right, you guys can actually change the world. I dead ass mean it. Every day, people were texting us saying that we saved their family, right? So it's worth it. End of the day, it's worth it. But if people cry on the calls, that's when you know you have a real pain, right? I'm not gonna lie, crying on calls is kind of wild, but yo, you guys, bro, get the bag, and then we can talk about it. All right. So, anyways, you guys get the point, right? The targeting needs to be pretty much specific. You can't just target anyone, right? And then, like I said before, it's pretty much a blue ocean. No one thinks about targeting these marriage offers. People don't understand it, and no one thinks about doing it just because no one's talking about it on YouTube. All right. That's why your boy has a sauce. And that's what we used to do. Another offer that I had was an Army veteran, right? He was an Army veteran. We were helping veterans find their happiness again. Who knew that was even an offer, right? And so, because he had such a niche offer, there was no one better than him. Mind you, we had no competition. On some of the calls, we had a guy who was saying like, "Yo, we had a call with the guy literally said, I want to look at my options," and the closer literally told him, "What are your other options?" He said, "No one." Right? So when no one else has a choice to even work on the offer, that's when you guys have the actual like fat advantage. So now that you guys know who to reach out for, what type of examples to go for, I guess I'm gonna go over outreach very simply, how you can find the ideal people you want to work with and all that shit. So very simply, if you guys have the bread, I would just use coachingleads.io. Some of you guys know or might not know, I basically like founded the company, and for now we have an offer, $97. You get like 4,000 leads. They'll have like thousands of followers minimum. They're all coaches with emails and names and basically all that you need. If you don't have $97, number one, just freaking work a job and get some money. Because if you don't have $97, I don't know what you're doing in life. Like generally speaking, you should have some bread stacked to get any type of software for the business, accelerate your work, whatever that is. Because if it's not this, you guys are gonna probably need a VA or some shit, right? So assuming you use it, this is gonna be very simple. I'm gonna go do this like a bit fast because there's no really need to dive in like for too long with it. But essentially, you want to go on like GoDaddy, like whatever Infomail.io, whatever that is. You buy a couple email accounts. By the way, this is not for DMing, this is for email. You buy a couple email accounts. You sign up to smartlead.ai. Basically you scrape your lead. So for example, let me go to my account. It's gonna load in the meantime. But like you can go, you scrape your leads, you get your CSV file, you put your CSV file in, that's pretty much it, right? So you guys probably don't care about that shit, you probably watch a YouTube video on it, but what you care about is the actual scripts. So here's what it might look like, right? And by the way, I may have put this one on the YouTube, I don't even fucking know. But the subject line is like very simple, right? I would just have like quick question, name, question mark, right? Now, the biggest thing you guys need to understand when you're doing outreach or email or outreach does not need to be like a whole freaking strategy or like a whole trifecta and all this bullshit, right? You can do it in a very simple way. Here's what we used to do if you have results, right? Some of you might have results. You might have organic content results. Maybe you did copy for someone. Maybe you were a closer. Maybe you were a setter for someone. Whatever results you had previously, use it, right? I don't care if you helped a farm make $10,000. Say you helped some type of company make 10K, you could do the same for them, right? So for example, here's one of the emails. Hi, Marius, short email we get today. Our team helped someone who has a high ticket sales coach, basically Hassan. He has 2.4K Insta followers. We helped him collect 54K in November with our DM, We love to give you a portion of our service free. Want to book 2 to 3 qualified sales calls for your secret mindset kind of next 24 hours for you to see how it works. Boom. Second one, for question, you have a high ticket program. If you do, I've got a process I can get you to technical times. Would you want me to share exactly how it works? I recently helped X person collect 85K in 30 days in the exact system, right? That's what I do with results. Now, what you're probably going to do without results or any type of results, which by the way, a lot of you have some type of results, organic content agency, like I said, any type of value provided to anyone, leverage the hell out of it. Guys, I'll give you an example. Even if you were a setter, even whatever you did, even if you booked someone 20 calls, a creator that hasn't booked 20 calls, just say you'll book him 20 calls too. Take any tangible result you might have and actually leverage that, right? By the way, I wanna see 1 second. Okay, someone said Coach Lee is such a W. I just copped. Obviously, but I fucking invested multiple 5 figures into it. But I want you guys to tell me right now real quick. How many of you have some type of previous business experience? Just type like, I don't know, B in the chat, whatever that is. A content agency, copywriting, sales rep, whatever that is. Any experience, any type of result you've gotten for anyone, leverage the hell out of it. E-com, bro, even e-com, bro. Like a lot of you guys are like, oh yeah, I have e-com experience. Bro, even e-com, shit, find a way to leverage that shit, bro. As long, guys, I'm gonna show you something, right? This is, all right, now this is a puzzle. I don't think you guys want to see a puzzle. All right, this is my phone, right? I'm gonna give you guys an example. This is my phone. When you're trying to get a client for the first time, this is lying. This is the edge of lying. You have to be at the edge of lying, right? It's not haram. I swear to God, it's not haram. It's fine. Trust me. Trust me, it's fine. I've done it. You got to be on the edge of lying. So whatever results you got, let's say you were a closer, right? I had a guy who was a closer. He closed 300K for someone. He just said, hey, I helped this guy bring in 300K in the last 9 months. Someone was a setter. He booked like 80 calls. I booked X person 80 calls. I can do the same for you, right? Does that sound like simple enough for most of you guys or no? Bro, we're still at 100 people limit. Yo, some people are not even hopping on. Fuck it, losers. Anyways, bro, you guys hopped in time, so congrats to you guys. But do you guys get the point so far? Like in terms of the offer, the DMs and everything, do you guys actually get the point on everything? By the way, I'll answer questions in the end. I'm not gonna stop every 2 seconds and answer a question. You guys get the point? Okay. Do you guys have fuck, bro? People are spamming me saying they can't get in. Fuck that. Yeah, bro. Oh shit, people are not being able to get in. Bro, we see if we can fix the issue in the meantime. If not, it is what it is. It's fine, bro. They don't deserve it. I make a Google call. Yeah, but we have that's no going there. Okay, someone said, how do you make it so that they believe in your results? I actually am gonna answer this right now. It's actually a really good ass question. How do you make it so they believe in your results? So I'm gonna give you guys an example. Did any of you guys watch the video from shit, which one did I make? Clear arbitrage, breaking down someone else's funnel. Who watched it? Who watched it? Yes, W's, whatever you want to do. Who watched it? Right? Anyone? Anyone? What the Sigma? Okay, yeah, I'll give you guys an example. So something I said in that video specifically is that shit is humid here. Very simply, someone is only gonna buy from you if they believe in what you're saying, right? I'm gonna give you guys an example. Let's say someone tells you, yo, I can probably like build you this house, right? And the guy's never built a house before. This is the best example I can give you. The guy never built a house before. I'm gonna build you $1 million crib. And you don't believe him, right? You're sure the guy's capping, you don't believe him. Now, what if I told you the same guy came with the right equipment? This same guy came with a 3D blueprint of exactly what the house will look like. The same guy gave you prices of what the actual bricks, the material would look like, the wall would look like, everything you need to believe that he can do it. Would you believe him? Type yes if you would. Would you believe him or not? Like, would you at least, maybe you don't believe he's a pro, but would you now think, yo, this guy knows about real estate, he knows how to build a crib, right? He might know how to build me a house, whatever that is. 50-50 is still better than like nothing, right? So exactly, with a grain of salt, it doesn't freaking matter. One person needs to believe you with a grain of salt, right? So to make it, I was on a call today, asked about this, and I got fucked. Bro, if you get fucked, that's it. Because a lot of you guys, the mistake you make before I get into other stuff is you guys all want money up front, right? I'm about to go out into more of the Irie stuff right now, but you guys all want money up front. And you guys don't accept the fact that in the beginning, you might have to do some free work on rev share only to then deserve it within time. That's why some of you don't understand. The whole goal is not to get paid out like 5K day one. The goal is just to get to the door with someone and make money out of it. Yes, I'm about to go into the DM outreach. Okay. Let me make it very simple. All right, DM outreach. So a bunch of you guys, how is this check even here? All right, a bunch of you guys, you send out DMs, right? But your accounts look like doofus. Like there's some of you that I've seen your faces in here. No offense, I'm not gonna say names, but I look at your accounts and you just don't look proper, bro. Like you guys have random ass pictures, random ass things. It just doesn't work, right? Um, wait, I know what the fuck is going on. I know what the fuck is going on. All right, guys, whoever's on the fucking Lucid, fucking leave. Whoever's on the Lucid, I can see who can access it. I'll get my dev to join the link right now and see who's accessing it, and I'll ban you. Whoever's accessing right now the Lucid chart, I literally will fucking get my dev to fucking get your IP. Exactly. Don't fucking try to trip. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I've had this done before. I could literally get my dev to find your IP because I can see what email you had access to through the fucking code. Thank you. All right. So profile optimization, very freaking simple, guys. Look at my account. Look at like, for example, Muhi's account. Look at like some of the clients' accounts right here, right? It's pretty much as simple as it can actually get. You just have to look somewhat decent, right? Look at your account and see how proper it is. If you guys want to look better, you don't have to show like any type of, you don't have to show too much, right? Show your client results, but if you show your client results, at least try to make it aesthetic, okay? Some of you will try to make it aesthetic, and what you'll do is like, you'll have a blurry camera. It's simple stuff, but bro, blur just does not attract high quality people, right? If I have a picture as a slight blur, I won't post it. So just take care of like how it'll actually look, and then you'll pretty much be able to do whatever you want. If you can over like actually move, who put these checks, bro? Fucking retard. I'll actually fucking get your IP. Pissing me off. Anyways, simple as shit, right? Like I said, optimize your profile. Ideally, just have like a CTA in the bio. Also, guys, something very simple to do in your profiles, which I didn't put here, but I just thought about. When I was doing content in the beginning, whether it's YouTube or IG, just make specific content, right? Let's say you think about everything coaches kind of go through. Whatever coaches go through, just make a video about it, right? So if someone joins your page, they check out your reels. If you're a coach and you're not posting story sequences like this, you're losing on X amount of money, right? If you're a coach and you currently have an appointment setter and your messages was not giving you X amount of results, that is because of X. So think about the issues your clients are having, and based on these issues, you'll actually be able to like pretty much do whatever the hell you want. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Yeah, guys, we'll record the call and then we'll probably put it out after, so don't worry about it. In terms of like lead scraping, like I said, you can get coachleads.io, or if not, if you guys don't have the funds, like very simple, just go to like mindset coach, sales coach. You guys can put any type of these coaching names, and essentially it'll just pretty much get you what you guys want. And then cold DM message, they could just look something like this in general. Hey name, would you be interested in like you're kind of getting 5-10 new clients, whatever that is, or like, hey name, do you have a coaching program by any chance? You do a Trojan horse, you get in the conversation, see what they're about, see what they're missing, and see what you can help them with, and then just send them on a booking link on Calendly, right? Now, when it comes to closing the deal, it's pretty simple. I've given you guys like basically the links to use in the past. So you just have a first discovery call. I want to get to the actual launch stuff, so I'm going to go through this very quickly. But this sales script is actually in the free school. So if you guys look in the free school, you can find the exact sales script that you can use on the calls, broken down exactly what you have to do. It's long as shit. By the way, this is not a typical sales script. Like this is actually one we developed over time, and it's pretty much going to work. It's every single principle you need. The next one is pretty much like you have the discovery call and the follow-up call. Here's what the differences between the two calls is. The first call is someone is just hopping on a call with you, right? To see your value, to see what you're about, right? So what you're gonna do on the first call is don't talk a lot. First call is very simple. Present yourself what you do. And say, hey, today I just want to have like a bit more of a general chat today. Understand where you're at right now, where you want to get to. I guess when we know that, I'll take as many notes as possible. And tomorrow we can have another call where I'll have probably built out an exact plan of how we can get you to X goal. Right? Start off the conversation like that, take control of the call, and you should pretty much be fine. Okay? The sales script is in there. That's basically what I did to basically get the close max, like 3.5K up front, then 35% after. That makes sense for most of you? And a lot of you are probably going to ask me right now why you don't close on calls, why you don't do these things, like why it doesn't work out. It's extremely like very simple. What happens on calls is a lot of you guys, you do one thing which is simple is you lack confidence, right? So you're not sure you can actually do something. And because you're not sure you can actually do something, on the call you start stressing like crazy. You guys get me? On the call, a lot of you start stressing like crazy. You're not sure exactly what to do, and then it doesn't work out. So, what about a one call close? I don't go for one call closes. Especially, guys, if you're starting out, why would you do a one call close? Right? Think about it. Why would you want to do one call close? A one call close, all the pressure's on you. You want to build rapport, build trust, show them the right plan perfectly to close. No, this is a B2B offer. We're helping people build a whole plan. So if you're better off understanding everything they're doing wrong and then get all the questions out the way. If you guys know everything they do wrong on the actual closing call, you can give them exactly what they should do and how they should do it. Does that make sense? Right? That's why we do two call close. Two call is always the safest, right? Two call is always the safest. Exactly. First call, second call. Two call is always the safest. You're just giving yourself more time and more leverage. You just seem more legit. That makes sense? Okay. By the way, did someone get access to the fucking screen? I don't even know what these checks are. This is fucking funny. Anyways, we have like hella people in the fucking room, but they just can't get in. It is what it is. So very simply put, I guess now we're kind of get to the more saucy stuff. I know a couple of you have clients, or a lot of you guys don't even know how to launch an offer or even properly launch an offer. So this is how we're going to do it, right? Most people, this is what they do. They launch a client, they promise them 30, 40, 50K a month, but they have pretty much no idea where to start, right? You start watching a bunch of YouTube videos, you put all a couple pieces together and you launch, and it pretty much like doesn't go as well as you want. But does someone have access to the fucking Zoom? One second. If someone does us up to the screen, gotta kick them. Okay, okay, one second. Um, one second. One second, bro. Let me make here. All right, Muhiz, you want to be host? Let me make you host for a second. 1 second. 2 second, guys. Gotta kick someone real quick. We gotta kick someone real quick. And then, bro, find his IG so I can block him on IG and everywhere else. That'd be perfect. That would be perfect. All right, guys, give me 1 second real quick. Give me 1 second. Nah, because someone was freaking hopping on the Zoom and putting different like funny stuff on the pages, which is just like annoying as shit. Bro, how do you have the time to be broke and still be doing this shit, bro? Shit low key lame, bro. Nah, we're not gonna name drop. It's not worth it. I'll just block it everywhere else. All right, let me know it's good. Muted. Second. Let me know it's good. All right, guys, give me like 30 seconds. Because I have other people. Oh, I'm muted, yeah. Because I have other people on the call now who are looking for this stuff. So, all right, removed it. Yeah, share, and then move it out. So, all right, Moise, make me host real quick. All right, should be good. Yeah, it was on the other screen. It should be fine now. All right. All right, guys, we should be good to go again. So let's make it very simple. Pretty much like I told you guys right now, right? Most of you land a client, or most people will just land a client, just start doing random things and go on YouTube for launches. Unfortunately, there's not that many people that have been operators for a bit. So every time you're going, you're getting the most random information ever, right? The way it should be done is that every time you land a client, you should have a clear plan. If you watch any of my free courses, anything, you guys know that to pretty much every launch that I have, every offer that we do, I have a prerequisite plan for all of them before. So I don't really go into anything guessing what the launch is going to be. You need to have a clear roadmap for every single person, and you follow basically if you follow mostly what I'm showing today, that should give you enough for a launch. Very transparently, we made this like super complete. So if you actually follow step by step what we do, the recording, whatever that is, you should have the most proper launch that you have, right? And by the way, like 90% of people in operating don't even know how to sign a client. I generally speaking, I've went on YouTube and I still maybe found only 2 videos or 3 videos where they properly launched an offer, and 2 of them are mine. W's in chat, we already know. It's funny because I'm the only one on YouTube who's been doing this for 2 years, but there's always gonna be people trying to spread whatever they're spreading. So, anyways, very simply put, let me get into it 1 second, guys. So, first thing we need to look at is what does an info product basically need to actually launch? So, it needs a couple of things. 1, you essentially have a market, which is an audience. 2, you have the offer, the thing you're selling. The funnel, which is how you sell it. The traffic, which is basically how you're going to get people to see the offer, and the sales process is basically how you're going to convert them, right? So essentially, a launch happens in 3 steps: research, preparation, launching, validation, and then fulfillment and scale. Okay. So far, does this make sense for everyone? Very basic. So far, makes sense. W, yes, whatever that is. Okay. Yusuf a Pookie Bear. The fuck, you guys are different, bruh. Eddie's the gatekeeper, bro. This is all right, bro. You guys are funny as shit. Shit. I should be the one watching this right now, just tapping in the chat. All right. Let's get back to it, guys. 3 steps. Okay. So let's go over research first. What's gonna happen is you're gonna have a market. You're gonna have people you're selling to, and there really can only be in a couple of few boats, right? So maybe the client has an offer, it's low ticket, but you want to do high ticket. They don't have anything so they're selling at all. Basically, they have a high ticket offer, but it's not selling the way that they would like. First things first, market research is super important, not because you want to like just do market research to do market research. Market research, it doesn't mean market research. It pretty much means I need to understand the person I'm selling to. I want to understand who, like, how people are going to buy from us and what's going to make them buy. That's why, like, well, I guess I'm going to show you guys the next steps right here, right? And so if you do the right research, you guys can probably launch the right offer, right? So most of the time, people are going to have, like, they don't have anything to sell. They have a low ticket, but a high ticket. Either way, whatever it is, they're going to be one of these boats, okay? So when people are trying to launch an offer, what they do, and this is the most retarded shit ever, okay? They look at competitors. They start funnel hacking. They copy and paste on this offer. They just freaking post whatever and hoping that it works. They don't make any money. They try to come up with a fresh idea. It sounds good in the air, but they assemble a new offer. It doesn't work. The way I launch an offer, you guys should carry this for your clients. Anything you do, the focus should always be you listen. You listen to what the market wants and you sell. So we find what the market is currently struggling with. You do market research in the form of calls, conversation, whatever that is. You take notes, and then basically from there, you set up the stage to actually launch an offer. So what does that look like? I already told you guys here, it doesn't work. There's no resonation. You're just copying other people. You don't understand everyone's audience is different, right? For example, I teach high ticket growth operating. Tim Yoon or one of these other guys might do it. Do I have the same audience? No, right? Do I have the same audience as Eddie's audience? No. One audience is probably way less smarter than you guys are because it's just different audiences, right? That's why no one just freaking says the same thing in every single YouTube video or every video because everyone's freaking different. So you now know how to run the offer. You pretty much know the structure very simply, right? You can, now the goal is to basically set up the initial launch, what content to create, and we want to understand exactly how we can get people to actually freaking buy. So very simply put, we're going to do something. We have 2 options. The first option is we can just say, hey, it's literally so simple. I'm trying to understand my audience better than I can make better content for you guys. Who are you guys? So this, you try to understand who the person is, what are they doing, whatever that is. Once the person pretty much replies, it's super easy to start a conversation with them saying, hey, so you answer on the poll, you own an agency, right? Da, 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 and then pretty much ask them the questions that are pretty much needed. So for example, if like you know what they're pretty much doing, if you guys know at that point that their agency owner, whatever that is, you can come in here and give them a list of questions. I'll give you guys a list of questions after, so be like slightly patient. But then you can ask them the right amount of questions. And you don't need to do this in any way for it to have like friction, right? The other way you guys could do it is if you want to, you can put all these questions in the form, right? How old are you? Like, what is it you do for work? Da, 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 whatever that is. So there's different ways of doing it. One of my very favorite ways of doing it, which we did for all of our clients that works well, is what you guys should do is literally just put up a story saying, yo, I'm taking 15 free calls to anyone who needs help. I'm trying to understand you guys more, so I want to give you guys some type of free consulting. Book in here. It's going to close in like 15 minutes. You do that, then you hop on a call. And then you basically hop on these calls and you record all the calls. My bad. You pretty much hop on the calls, you record all the calls. On these calls, you're gonna ask them very light questions, like very easy, like what is it they're working on? What's their goal? What have been the roadblocks they've been facing? What is it they want to do? What's their purpose? What's their inner pains? What have they tried previously? If they could get help from going from A to B, what is it they would do to get there? Literally, like very, very simple. All these questions are very simple. A lot of them, you guys will understand, they're situational questions. You want to understand where they're at right now and where they want to get to, right? Do they hop on a call with a creator or do they hop on a call with someone else? Guys, they just hop on a call with like, you can be chilling. They can hop on a call with you, right? For example, with me, when I have a client, they can hop on a call with us. Ideally, they hop on a call with the creator because they're super connected with the creator and they're just going to give them all the sauce. Does that make sense? They hop on with the creator. You have 15 calls of people just answering, right? People just answering, just dropping sauce every like 24/7, right? And people are gonna actually open up to the creator more than they will to you. Now, if you have a bit more annoying creator, he doesn't want to, then that's fine, right? But very likely you want to be able to do it, right? Bro, why are you guys arguing about who gives out the more sauce in the space? Pay attention, bro. You guys are fucking chatting about who's giving the most sauce. Just fucking pay attention. Who cares who gives more sauce? Pay attention and get your dub out of this call right now. You guys should have come on this call actually owning, like knowing what is it you want out of this call, right? Take notes, come out with the most valuable information, whether it's launching the offer, outreach, whatever it is, whatever is most valuable to you is what's the most important thing. Most likely for all of you, not the whole thing is going to apply because it's not all as important, right? Take whatever is the most important, ask the important questions you have, and then we can move on. All right, so that's the market research part. And guys, always understand the market research, right? I'm gonna bring it back a lot of times to my offer because it's a testament to why, for example, I have the best results in the space of everyone combined. Or why is it we do well with a low following? That's because I know you guys, I know everyone like the back of my hand. So that allows me to have a good ass offer, a good ass product, and make everyone happy. I don't say it publicly, but 30% of my calls are referrals. You guys know what that means? 30% of my calls that come through to us are referrals. That what a referral means is, yo, this guy understood me. You should also work with him. Right? So that's what market research does. And you guys have to understand this super importantly because it's all a game of like awareness. If you know someone really well, they're gonna freaking buy. Right? Which closer is better on a sales call? Someone who gets to know someone better and make the right offer, or someone who just doesn't give a shit? Someone who knows who they're selling to. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that actually like ring a bell, make you feel like, oh shit, this makes sense now, or what? That I need to know. I'm very serious about this. Right? Stop chatting bullshit. If you're chatting some bullshit, just freaking pay attention. Okay, good. Now, the offer, guys, most likely the offer is going to be very simple. So offers always look like this, right? Big shout out to Alex Ramosi. They always look the same exact way. You have an end result in a time frame without a roadblock and a guarantee, right? So you have your dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement, time delay effort equals the value. For example, I help busy dads with belly fat in 90 days without doing endless cardio while fitting into your busy schedule. And if it doesn't work, you don't pay, right? That's what a perfect one essentially will look like. Okay. And by the way, you guys can screenshot this. An offer is always pretty much the same thing. People write 100-page books about an offer, but it's pretty freaking simple. It's what result does someone want to get in what timeline and what's the pain they want to avoid, right? If you can do that, you'll pretty much print with you and your clients or anything, okay? So far, it's fucking hot as shit in here, but fuck, I need like I need a chug jug or something right now. Just fucking like, all right, very simple. We've gone over the market. We did outreach. Now we did pretty much an offer, right? Now we pretty much have to go over the funnel, right? How are you gonna get people to see the offer, and then pretty much the sales process, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys after how we launched one of our clients, basically like step by step, okay? Yeah, this is from 100 million offers, by the way. It is from them, obviously. Why would I tease the go? All right, so let's go over funnels real quick. A lot of you guys, when you hear funnels, you're probably thinking what? Website, landing page, running ad to VSL, all this simple stuff, right? But you can have the most simple funnels, right? For example, someone that has a following, which is who we work with, they have people who are ready to buy them. They have a call like audience, whatever that is. We run social funnels, right? So you want them to have like a main funnel that works every single time. You can bring more traffic to it to consistently make money. The best one across the board that we found, right? Bro's playing too much Fortnite with Sway. Nah, but we haven't played Fortnite in a minute, actually, bro. I'll be playing like FIFA 2K, but that doesn't matter. I'm actually gonna run like a FIFA tournament in the mentorship, but that's fucking none of you guys' business right now. IG funnel. Let's actually focus on this. The IG funnel is pretty simple. You have two ways of doing it, right? And by the way, typically what you guys will realize that people do is they combine IG with YouTube, right? Typically what I do. YouTube is longer form, but I'll actually convert people and get them to build trust. Have you ever seen someone that gets on YouTube, yaps for 30 minutes, and you know he's bullshitting, right? It's pretty hard to do, bro. You can't talk for 30 minutes about something and be like, oh, this motherfucker is stupid, right? So YouTube is like a conversion mechanism. But most people will probably pay attention from you from IG. Why? Easier to get views, easier to get clicks, easier to get people through. You can post more content. You have a higher chance to go viral. So people come to IG, they became followers. Most people that come through, we DM them. DM them, we have a content, basically a conversation framework, and we see, is the prospect qualified? No, if they're not qualified, you never freaking leave them with nothing, right? A lot of people, you love to do DMs or whatever, he's unqualified. Yo, bro, where you from? India? Bye. No, bro. Like, right? You guys need to understand you're building a community, right? So what you're gonna do is send them some type of free resource or low ticket items. On any offers that I've been, people don't close day one. Some people close 2 months after, 3 months after. They might not have the money. So if you leave them with a lot of resources, people will want to come back to work with you because you're the only one who helped them. You're the one that even though they have money, you still push them to something. Also, how long does it take to just freaking send some type of free resource, right? Now, if they are qualified, you basically just send them a booking link, you talk to them, book them on a call, and if they ghost, you follow up on them until they freaking book, right? Most of our people, they freaking follow up like 10, 20, 15 times on any offers that I'm on. If they don't follow up, the setter is fired. Okay? From there, what we do is we send them a shit ton of reminders, like 4 to 5 or even 6, 7 reminders minimum, right? And after that, basically, we hop on the call, you freaking close. All you pretty much need from here is pretty much to get traffic to the funnel, right? Which is a lot of times not the end of the world. A lot of people don't realize if you already have a client with content, he's gonna have good ass traffic. Even if he has like 10, 15K, 20K followers, he might have less traffic, but he might have higher quality traffic, right? So guys, does the IG funnel kind of make sense? It's super simple. I know it's super simple. It sounds pretty simple, but it's basically this simple. Obviously, there's more to the sales process, which I'll go after. There's a lot of other tweaks that you can add over time, but this is the more simplified version. Does it make sense to you guys? By the way, I'll go over the launch that we did. So I'm gonna detail this all in detail down below, so you'll see that like it's more complete than what it looks for now. Right? ADHD is crazy. What about emails and VSLs? Yeah, I mean, look, this is right now I'm talking about the IG funnel itself, right? A lot of people might not have emails or whatever. So we specifically, if I was to go into like, so you do an outbound, so you who follows a creator? Yeah, bro, we have a bunch of creators, we outbound to everyone. Why would you not? Guys, as soon as someone follows, it's a sign of intent. That's what you guys need to understand. If someone's making content about like whatever it is, and I follow or I like what they're doing or I comment, that's a sign of intent that I'm interested in something, right? Most of the time. Can I put $5 million into with the entertainment guy? Nah, I don't mess with entertainment. Because entertainment offers are completely different. I'll give you guys an example real quick before I go to traffic launch and offer. The reason why you don't want to work with entertainers is because entertainers launch what? E-com brands. You think Logan Paul's about to go launch a program? He's not. He's going to launch a brand. He's going to launch some type of company where bigger traffic people can actually go to. Coaches, people want educational products. If it's an influencer, they want more likely e-com products, physical products. That's why a lot of gym creators, they don't do well with info. When they launch some type of like physical products, some type of creatine, and it's good and it's actually good fucking sauce, they do well with e-com, right? Sneeko launched high ticket sales. It didn't freaking work. But if Sneeko was to do some type of, yeah, someone just mentioned right now, if Sneeko was to do some type of brand, some type of event that he does every single year, some type of like, I don't know, not even a drink, but like, you guys get my point. Whatever it is, a brand, his awareness is massive. The buying power is lower, but people are going to buy into it, right? Even if he was to launch clothing, he'd probably do better than that shit. Because who his audience doesn't even know high ticket sales, are not aware. Okay. So that's it. I'm gonna answer more questions at the end. Now let's go over traffic and launch an offer. Okay. The basic way we pretty much do it is that Reels. Reels and YouTube is like the combination, but Reels is the most accessible, and most of you guys get creators from IG, right? That's pretty much how it works. So here's what a launch actually looks like. Okay. First video, right, of organic launch is pretty much going to be like, we're going to go and look at all the content they've made. And out of all the content they've ever made, we're going to pretty much go to look for what was the most viral. And we're going to take a video, recreate it. And at the end of the video, we're going to have them comment for a CTA to pretty much access the mentorship as soon as it goes out, right? Day two, it's going to be a multiple day sequence. And basically all we're doing is to hype it up, saying we've never launched it. I've never done this before. We're doing it for the first time. If you want access, comment, whatever that is. We give them a guide and we try to pitch them on a call, right? People don't realize is by the time we get to the launch, we're already taking calls. All right. A lot of people wait for the exact launch to do it, but something you guys should know how to do and learn that people probably won't mention most times because they'll sell their own info, so they don't want to leak it. Is that you guys need to do like silent selling, right? Silent selling is in the DMs, right? I'll give you an example. No one, last year I launched a different program, right? On Twitter, when I was on Twitter. I did 30K cash in like the first month. No one knew I had it, right? No one knew I had it. Why? Because I was silent selling. It was a stealth launch in the DMs. People still thought I never sold info, but it still works. So you guys can do a lot of DM setting and launches through DMs without anyone knowing. Also, when you guys pre-launch, it's even more hyped up because they know you've never sold anything before. It's like, yo, we've never launched this before. We're taking like 10, 5 people on, whatever that is. Like, I haven't made this public yet. You think they're not more inclined to do it? Shit, if I was to do that right now, I never had anything, a lot of you guys would see my clients and probably would opt in directly, right? Or be more keen. So you guys need to know how to also silent sell sometimes. You can a lot of time do stealth launches in the DMs without anyone knowing. So for these 3 to 4 days, we're pretty much warming everyone up before the actual launch, okay? Taking the most viral content, guide content, doing all these things. Now, day 5 is pretty much when it all happens. So this is, for example, Montel Gordon did this, right? Day 5, story sequence, CTA saying, I've never taken anyone on this to the launch. I've never taken anyone on. This is the first time that I'm doing it. Here, I've been able to help people privately previously doing X and X and X and X. The first time I'm doing this, DM me for access, right? You can break it down, show case studies and student results. You launch it. You launch your story sequence and you launch your reel. The reel pretty much, the reel is a straight CTA reel. I've for the first time ever, I'm doing X and X and X. I'm doing this. I recently helped the X person do this. If you're in this situation, you need help accomplishing X result, DM me the word X and we'll work on it together. I'm only letting 10 people in. Is how it's gonna work. By the way, a lot of you know about the cohort method. I don't know who created it, or I think I know who created it, but it was pretty much like something that we made up like last year, right? So we pretty much created the whole method like last year with our creators that we launched. So if you guys see Chris, Matt, all the creators we launched before, this is what we used to do. I made a video on it. I don't know if they got it from my video, but we used to do this like a year and a half ago, right? And it's pretty much a stealth launch. You limit people coming in, and then for that time, you get more time to actually build the course, develop it, and see what people are helping for. Okay. Scroll back for day 4. Yeah, day 4 is pretty much the same thing, right? So day 4 is, like I said before, day 4 is right before day 5. You just make a video saying you've been working on in the same project for the past 6 months. They will be releasing in 1 day, right? And if they want early access, you basically just DM them for it. By the way, guys, you guys will probably get this doc. I'm gonna find a way for you guys to get the doc. You'll pretty much get it, right? So here, like I said, here you get the guides, right? Here you're pretty much hyping up in 3 days, hyping up in 2 days, hyping up in 1 day, boom, the whole launch. This usually will go crazy, okay? Organic launch makes sense somewhat, guys? By the way, today I'm covering the IG funnel. If I was to go into emails and everything else that we do, we'd be here for longer times. I can do that on a separate one differently. Okay. All right. Is this sauce or not? Drop a W in the chat if this is not sauce. Drop a W in the chat. Who else? Who else in this space will actually sit down and give you guys this much sauce on a call, or even in a video? All right. So I see, boys. Exactly. I mean, look, I keep it transparent. At the end of the day, we're all in the info space, right? Shit, info is info. So you guys know how we do it. Do you guys have any questions on like what that launch will look like so far? All right, this is a good ass question. So how much did I have left even? Okay, how much did I have left? Sales process, okay. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go over the sales process. But before, someone asked me this, right? Someone asked, a lot of times I get asked this. What if the creator is selling one-on-one coaching and like they don't have another offer? That's up to you to create an offer for them, right? So I'm gonna show you guys an offer later, an actual offer breakdown of how the perfect offer will look below, which you guys will see after. But for now, like I'm gonna actually break down what a perfect offer will look like. And I'm I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever seen anyone make a video, anything detailing how an offer should launch properly like this. Okay. All right, give me a quick second. I need to accept someone said. Okay, so we'll go over the sales process for Matt. So a lot of people, what you do is you guys pretty much hop on, okay? A lot of you just hop on, you do a CTA, you DM set them, you book a call, and you let Calendly send reminders. If you just do that, you're not gonna make any money. Like you're pretty much dead, you're not gonna make any money. Like your creator's gonna hate you for life, and you're not gonna be a good operator. You're gonna go back to SMMA or work a freaking like some type of like shit job, bro. I don't even know what you're gonna do. This is how an actual sales process works. Guys, from the moment someone is interested in an offer, you need to be ramming their faces, right? If you ever booked a call with me recently, or you have a call booked with me, have you seen the reminders? 6 reminders on your freaking dome, bro. First reminder, you booked a call. 12 hours before, 6 hours before, 2 hours before, 30 minutes before. No one's missing a call, bro. When we had offers, because mind you, we do DM ads after, we run ads. No one's missing a call. I don't know how you guys are okay with people missing calls. No one is hopping off the calendar, bro. People are hopping on the calls. Because if I have a client and we book a call, we're trying to make the bread. You guys need to be the same exact way. And a lead is someone who's interested to freaking buy. You make sure the pre-call is dialed. So multiple reminders, okay? If they're unqualified, you say, hey, I saw you put that you only had X amount of money. Was it a mistake? Right? Most likely they'll say yes or no. They say yes, fine, rebook them in. They say no, okay, well, hey, look, unfortunately, unfortunately, you don't have the requirements to basically work with us, right? Then you downsell them to whatever offer you want to downsell them to. If they're qualified, they hop on the call and they get to a confirmation booking link page like this. VSL, break it down what they should expect, break it down what they're gonna get. Then you remind them on IG, and by SMS and by email. And by email, what you should do is even send them an email with case studies, right? So when they hop on the call, they know what it's about, right? Obviously, I'm in a better situation when people talk to us, talk to my team. People have seen all the results already because we have too many, right? But some of your clients, people that are colder, are not going to know. It's up to you to make them aware of that, okay? So we used to do it in 2 ways. For example, once you have a lot of calls like my client over here, they would have a triage call. We qualify them, make sure about it. On the call, this was crazy. This is actually freaking crack. This made a lot of money. On the call, we have them write 3 to 5 goals that they have before the actual sales call. And share it, then we make them DM it to 5 of their friends, right? So without them knowing, we're making them commit, right? You guys need some type of commitment for people to actually want to get on the next call, okay? Then they hop on the next call and they close. That's what you guys usually see. But now, here's what happens if someone no-shows or doesn't close. Number one, someone no-shows. What the fuck, bro? Dead ass, bro. If someone no-shows our call, I'm pissed. What the fuck? You did not just freaking no-show my call. So we call them 3 times within 15 minutes. We call them and SMS them 2 hours after, and then we try to call them every single day for the time after with a dial. If someone booked a call, they have intent. If they forgot whatever they get them back on a call, right? And if someone doesn't close, all we do is we have Slack automations with my team that pretty much people also get when they don't digit automatically. and we basically just DM them a week after, we call them a week after, and we have an email campaign, right? So basically, very simply put, we have a post call sequence, which is I can't again. If I was to show you guys everything, then we'd be on here for hours. We have a non-closed email sequence for 10 emails. We email them every 2-3 days, telling them what's happening in the community, telling them basically what they're missing out on, and then telling them like, hey, you could have gotten extra results by this time, but you didn't. And that recoups 20% of people. Follow-ups are where the money is made, right? You guys need to understand follow-ups are where the money is made. If your team is not following up, then just don't even like do info. Okay. All right. Does price make sense? Does everything make sense in terms of the pre-call process? Everything makes sense for you guys? How do we create this automation? So two options. You either go create them with like go high level, or we have snapshots. So people that join, people in the mentorship, they just get a snapshot, copy and paste, and they just get it all pre-built for them. But if not, you would go use go high level, Zapier, and that's like pretty much what you need. Go Zapier, go high level, Zapier, and Slack. What about the ChatGPT market research that Eddie showed in his free course that recreates the market? Bro. Guys, ChatGPT is not gonna make you money, bro. All right, like you don't need to. I don't hate anyone, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about anyone else, but it doesn't work. If someone tells you that and they've actually done it for someone else's offer, right? If someone else done it for an offer themselves, if they've done it for an offer, they've done it and they launched and it works, that's fine. If, for example, for whatever product they sell, which you know what they sell, if for their mentorship, they got the avatar off of ChatGPT, they can do it. Personally, I don't use ChatGPT. I talk to the audience directly. Okay, that's how I do it. Raw VSLs are hard to edit. Bro, you can edit VSL pretty cheaply. You can get someone, if you guys need editors, I have editors, but like the VSL should be the last of your worries. It's just, do you already have a client, right? Is it a story sequence for launch, carousel, and merge of both? We do story sequence and reels. What are your views on Tim? Bro, guys, this is not about to be no freaking drama place, bro. I do what I do, all right? I don't need to talk about anyone else. I need to know about anyone else, right? All you guys do, and I've gotten asked multiple times on the call today, very simply, guys, I just work with people. I show you guys the results. I work with people. I show the results. Work with people. Show the results. That's my system, and I show what I do. That's it. People can judge off of what they want after, right? So, guys, let's get back to it real quickly. Now when it comes to actually scaling people, the flywheel is pretty much very simple. So you have the viral reel, people are going to CTA, you talk to them every single day, you pretty much book a call, you get them on a consultation call, you close them, you make money, you use more money to run more content, run more ads, run more partnerships, whatever that is. Okay? Did everything in terms of the launch make sense for you guys? Can we work with faceless creators? I don't advise it, bro. I don't really advise it, right? I personally don't really advise it. They're not the best. There's faceless ID team pages, but that's like, yeah. So, and by the way, these launches, we've done like a bunch of freaking like bread with these launches before. We've had launches to like 50K multiple times just from stories, just because it rips every single time it works. And it's like the simplest thing you can actually do. All right. Do any of you have any questions right now? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? 1 second, guys. I'm getting spammed on IG because people weren't able to get in. 1 second. Anyone have any questions like on the whole process itself, whatever that is? Show more example of sequences. I don't have any on me right now, but we have a bunch of them that we have like in the group. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go into questions right after. You guys wanted to see a perfect offer, right? I showed you guys launch sequence, whatever that is. Now, a lot of you guys probably asked me. It's interesting because I've never done this publicly before, and I've never even really announced it. But this is like a fraction of what we actually do or actually have, right? So if a lot of you don't feel like, you know, you don't want to wait the time, you don't want to spend time, or you don't know what to expect, then this is pretty much like all the sauce that you pretty much needed today to actually understand more about the space or the offer that you actually have or the clients that you have, right? Now I'm going to ask you guys one thing real quick. A lot of you had questions for me before by DMs. A lot of you had everything. Did you expect before hopping on the call today to get this much sauce? And was it actually valuable to you? If yes, then just type this in the chat. Because I actually have something insanely special for you guys. It's this 31st, and I have something insanely special for you guys. Right? If you got sauce, if you got more than what you expected, just type yes. Right? Generally, I have something special, probably the most cracked shit you've ever seen. Even if you're in info, even if you guys know what's coming, this is probably the most cracked shit you've ever seen. All right? All right, a bunch of yeses, pretty much we're good. So I'm doing something special, expect it or not. This is only the third time that I've done this, and we spent a bunch of time doing this, but I'm going to present to you guys right now the Growth Accelerator J 3.0, which is basically how we'll help you step by step launch a creator and make 20, 30K a month in profit in the next 90 to 120 days. All right. Now, here's how it works as simple as possible. And I swear to you guys have seen the videos, you see what I do. This is the most cracked shit I've ever put together. It's low-key kind of under. Okay. So here's how my process works, and here's how a cracked offer actually works. So step one, right? We're gonna actually hop on calls with those guys who need it, and we're gonna build a complete action plan for you. So imagine your previous situation where you're at right now, where you want to get to, and us writing the offer done for you, right? So typically people will spend 6 to 12 months trying to even figure out what offer is gonna work. It took me probably 6 to 8 months. We're gonna write the offer for you, right? Who's ever done that? No one. Second thing, the onboarding call you're going to get by itself is probably worth a couple $1,000 minimum, which should pay off the whole thing itself, but that's not all you get. Second thing you get is custom outreach scripts. So what we're going to do is I pretty much will hop on a call with you guys, write your outreach scripts for you. Not one iteration, not two, not three, 5 separate iterations. And if they don't work, guaranteed, just get your money back, right? Now, who actually does this, right? No one. All right, guys, is it W so far? Is it W so far? You guys want to see a cracked offer? This is what a cracked offer looks like. Okay. So an offer written for you, done for you. Second, we're gonna pretty much write your outreach scripts for you. And on the side, so you guys can't fucking complain because a lot of you don't even have enough discipline. You get a tracking sheet that's made by us. The tracking sheet allows me to track your outreach progress, who you reach out to, who you responded. Some of you even asked about like tracking different outreach stuff. This is how it's done. This is how we track your progress. Okay. So I'm going to make your offer for you. I'm going to write your outreach script. So if you fuck up, it's already pretty much your fault. And there's no way you're that big of a bot. And the third thing we're going to do is we give you all our copy and paste system. So sales process, everything I just showed you from the sales process, pretty much put in a snapshot on Go High Level. The setter forms that we talk about every single day on how to train up setters, done for you. How to hire setters pretty much every single day, and the forms you need to hire them, pretty much done. Booked call notifications, all the pre-call process that I showed you guys earlier, they're given to you step by step. All the Go High Levels that I use for my clients basically plug directly into yours directly. Okay? So, like I said, I'm going to write your offer for you. I'm going to write the scripts of outreach for you. And I'm going to give you all the backend systems that we use for our clients. All the ones that are pretty much plug and play. Zapier, Slack, Go High Level, anything you can actually imagine. Anything related to launching offers, setting appointments, building sales processes, tracking leads and SOPs. All these SOPs are installed based within the system by us. Okay? By the way, yeah, a lot of you asked, we're going to do like a Q&A right at the end, okay? Offer, outreach, and all of our backend systems. Guys, service delivery, by the way, I'm going to mention this real quick. Service delivery is probably 80% of the job in growth operating, right? High stakes growth operating, service delivery is literally 80% of what's going to get you to actually where you want to get to. Generally speaking, what I do, 80% is service delivery. It's not like outreach or whatever that is. That's pretty systemized. Like I can clock in clients like this. You guys seen the results, you've seen the Discord screenshots, you've seen everything. When people come in and like people close clients all the time. That's never the problem. And when people come in and close a client, service delivery is also never a problem. All right. So, like I said, offer, outreach method, scripts directly on there, outreach tracking, which a lot of you fuckers, if you're in the GA, you know that I keep up with you guys. If you don't do the outreach, I'm on your ass. And essentially no point and no possibility that you don't actually get a client, and don't close a client. Okay? And then from there, this is pretty much how everything looks. We obviously will get everything paid for. You guys know what it is. Contract. Obviously, we have contracts. Who doesn't have a freaking contract? We have your first onboarding call, second onboarding call. We have weekly calls. A lot of you asked, "Oh, bro, should we do weekly calls?" I personally, in my offer, we have 5 weekly calls. We're adding a 6th. Monday, I do Q&A. Tuesday, we do client acquisition. Wednesday, we do sales. Thursday, we do service delivery. And Friday, I do another Q&A. Right? So it's pretty much impossible that if you hop in, it doesn't work unless you're extremely, extremely down the spectrum and retarded. All right? Guys, type W in the chat. This is not the most cracked offer you've seen already. Type a W. Be honest. Type a W in the chat. Mind you, we spent 6 months developing this. So it's the reason why it's so hands-on. Everything, by the way, in the beginning, you guys see is one-on-one. It's not a fucking course you're gonna hop on and write 10 outreach scripts, and by the time it freaking works, then you haven't even gotten your replies. All right. With this method, by the way, people close a client within 1 to 2 weeks minimum. I could pull up the Discord right now and show you guys people closing clients left and right. Right? Which I could actually pull up the Discord right now. Let me actually pull it up right now because let me do this. Since I mean you guys are used to the freaking capping. So here it is. Look, Preston, I can go to the Discord right now. Preston just closed a 70-30 deal yesterday, right? The guy has 74,000 followers. Matteo Chiawe, he even posted a story on him that he joined a couple days ago. He closed his first deal 1.5K with 30% rev share. Vladimir closed a 4K setup fee. By the way, this is all recent, guys. This is literally like fucking July 30th. It's fucking yesterday. All yesterday, 3 wins in a row. Right? If I go up again, because you guys know I don't freaking bullshit. Look, Ryan did 20K cash collect the first week with this client, right? So, oh fuck, Eric closed another deal. Anyways, I could go up and up and up and up nonstop. I don't even have to post the time to even post all these on my program, whatever it is. Yeah, who joined? Yeah, Razor joined. Okay, Razor joined. We're actually working with Razor. He's actually about to close a client right now, really soon. Okay, so the whole roadmap is right here. Now, for the more saucy stuff, a lot of you guys, you might think, what? Typically, the value of this, to have the onboarding calls, the one-on-one calls, 5 calls a week, direct access to us, people will probably price it at 8 to 10K, right? But I'm gonna make this accessible to everyone. And you think it's not gonna be accessible to you, but it actually will be. So here's what it's gonna be. Drum roll, please. You thought it was gonna be 10K? Nah, I'm not that guy yet, but I will be. Guys, it's not 10K. It's not 8,000. It's supposed to be 6,000, but it's the 31st of the month ever. Since we're launching the offer, this is actually going to be the one-time launch that we're going to do. It's actually one-time price, and I swear, wallahi, you guys know how it is. Wallahi, this is never going to be the same price again. So let me detail it again before I get to it. Before, right, for us to write your offer on a one-on-one call, to write your outreach scripts, right? And by the way, if you have a client, we'll plan out the launch for your client live. Okay? And for all that to happen, to get all of my backend systems, I'm literally plug and playing my agency into your agency. And you guys know I've been doing this for years and years and years. Okay? This is literally the one-time price, and it's never gonna be like this again. It actually kind of pains me to do this, but that's what we're doing. So guys, one-time price of 4K. I'll jump in here real quick because the price you're seeing is actually an exclusive deal for those who actually showed up on the call and took action. Now, unfortunately, the price you see of 4K was only made for people on the call, and I keep my promise. I always keep my word, so I can't really re-offer it again. However, if you're seeing how many results, how many students we've been able to help, and how many people we've even been able to scale up, the price is back right now at the usual 6K. I probably will be raising in the next weeks or so, very likely because of the interest and how many people we've been able to get results for, and you get direct ROI. We have a guarantee. So if you're interested, the link is going to be down below to chat to me or my team directly and to get you scaled up. Worst out of this you could get is an action plan to actually get to your goals. So yeah, I'll see you on the other side, and I hope you actually appreciate the sauce in this video because no one else is in this space. And yeah, see you boys. Pretty much 6K off what I should actually have this running for. But I have another caveat because I'm doing this launch, and I actually have 4 student interviews that I'm filming, but I want even more student interviews. You guys know I want to be lying about this. I want even more student interviews because I want to have all the results in the space more than everyone, but freaking doubled. So what I'm doing for this one-time thing is you'll get an extra one-on-one call with me and an extra one-on-one call personally with my CEO Muhiz to answer all your questions. As a plus, okay? As a plus, What we're doing with these guys is we're opening our calendars Saturday and Sunday. This next Saturday and Sunday, we're opening flat calendars for anyone to basically book in all the help they want. So there's a small chance, right? There's a small chance you actually do it and it doesn't work. Okay? And by the way, you're probably thinking, oh, bro, I don't know. I'm not sure. I see how the sauce, but I'm not sure. This is the results we've got. This is only a fraction of the results that I've ever had in the GA. And they come in every single day. Mind you, I have 10% of probably students that everyone else in the space. And we still have more results. And all they did is one simple thing. Generally, all they did is one simple thing. They booked a call with us to see if we could help them. And we gave them something that actually worked. They followed the process, and here's what came out of it. That's not even to say I still have 4 pending student interviews. I still have to go to Paris to meet Eric and talk about we did 62K in a day, and we still have to do way more. Okay? Now, it's very simple. All you guys have to do is take somewhat of a leap. Would you take a leap on the best results of the space ever combined? That's up to you to decide, right? Now, this offer, and I said wallahi because I actually mean it, it's only going to be live for this one time, today. If shit does happen, you might be on the call tomorrow. But it's a one-time thing only. And if it doesn't happen right now, then we won't do it again. Most likely, if this does even go on YouTube, they're not going to have access to it. And I swear that they won't. Okay? So, guys, very simple. If you want to have access to this, I don't even know if it's 4,500, whatever. If you want to have access to GA 3.0, we're basically going to onboard you, clear a vision plan, see where you want to get to. We're going to write your offer. We're going to write your outreach scripts. If it doesn't work, I will generally give you your money back. But I know I trust myself enough to write your offer for you, write your outreach scripts for you, give you all my systems, and know that it'll work. And give you 2 extra one-on-one calls and clear 2 days on my calendar to make sure you guys all get a W. And if me writing your offer and your scripts and showing you exactly how I do it doesn't work, then I guaranteed, again, I say wallahi again because I mean it, I'll give you your money back. Because I actually trust my skill set. I don't need you guys to go watch a bunch of videos. And if it doesn't work, I'm like, oh yeah, bro, it's your fault. It wasn't really me. Okay? That's as simple as it gets. So what you guys are going to do right now is book a call in the chat right here. I'm actually, one second, let me get the link 1 second, and I will have it over for you guys. Okay? So what I'm going to do, let me see if it works. Here it is. I'm going to put in the chat right now. Okay? Here it is. 1 second. Let me see if I have it. 1 second, boys. Let me type it up in the chat right now. Someone said do it yourself. Yeah, guys, this is not do it yourself. Right? This is not do it yourself. Okay? I'm honestly just more invested. Now that a lot of guys are just getting less results, I want to get more freaking results. Because a lot of you guys are probably asking, why would I even do this? Right? Why would I do this? Why would I make it more hands-on? By the way, if you guys want to book a call, it's the link is literally right there. Okay? I'm gonna pin it. How can I pin this? I'm just gonna freaking type the link again. I'm gonna pin it, or maybe we can put it right here. Yeah, guys, the link is right there. Just put it. You can book in the call. Okay. Yeah, my reasoning. A lot of you probably want to know my reasoning, right? You guys know me, Yusuf. I seen someone type, is it Yusuf or Eddie? Right? I wouldn't put you guys on something if it wouldn't work for you guys or anyone else. Now, right, if you guys think this doesn't make sense, logically doesn't make sense, I don't have the results, I don't have the capacity, and I don't have the time and the space for it to make sense for you guys, that's fine. You guys can just leave, right? But I have so much confidence that I'm willing to write the offer for you. Who's going to actually do that, right? Who's going to actually do that? Like, very transparently, who's going to actually sit here and write your offer for you, right? Nobody. Exactly. No fucking buddy. Right? 20K in personal revenue for no, 20K in personal for you. 20K in personal for you. Right? 20K in personal for you. And if you guys can get the link, you're like, DM it to me. We just put the link down below, by the way, guys. Why don't I have a low ticket? That's actually a good ass question. Guys, why don't I have a low ticket? I don't want to work with people who are going to pay anything low ticket. Bro, if you guys have ever run a low ticket offer, what happens when people have a low ticket offer? Dead ass. I'm being so honest. People are not dedicated. They ask the stupidest questions. They don't actually take any action. They don't do anything. Plus, no one tells you the churn rate on low ticket is high as shit. It's extremely high. If you guys know, for example, there's a guy named TGR Trades. He used to have a community. They churn 35% of the members every month. Imagine you do 100K a month, and by 3 months, you're making 0K per month, right? It sucks. That's why you do high ticket. You do high ticket because someone will commit. If you have the right offer, the right time for the right person, someone will commit, right? And when someone commits, they're gonna actually do it and they're gonna make it happen, right? When people come into my stuff, by the way, guys, they get results really fast because it's streamlined. I've been studying this for so long that I know exactly what works for you guys. Why do you think I would write your offer, your scripts, and offer to give you all my systems? Because I know that's what's gonna accelerate the time for the results, right? I wouldn't do a mid ticket. I personally would not do low ticket, mid ticket. I don't want none of that. I personally don't want one of that. I go for the highest quality people and the higher intent people and the people that are more invested than anyone else, right? That's as like detailed as it works. Now, if you guys have an actual question on the offer itself and how it works, just like text it in the chat right now. Right? How's that even doing that? Okay, well, okay. This is the only way that low ticket the offers actually work. So yeah, someone said high ticket or cohort. Guys, it's pretty much the same thing. The whole cohort thing, they just gave it a name. Okay. By the way, if you guys want to book in, please tap the link again. I don't know how to pin it. Yeah, we just keep on like spamming it here and there. Yeah, and by the way, oh, someone asked coaching leads. I forgot to even mention this. Coachingleads.io is included in the price. So for example, you guys get thousands and thousands of leads. I can go over here. I can go to fucking business entrepreneurship. I can go to verified and see a bunch of leads. Guys, coaching leads is included in this. You guys get names, links, emails, include giving it to you. So what we do is I give people who opt in 4,000 pretty much 4,000 leads per person, right? So you guys will pretty much come in and from there you get 4,000 leads on the dot and it's included in the first payment, right? All right, someone just asked, do you guys have payment plans? Yeah, there's separate payment plans. But yeah, you guys can book in if you have a certain amount. You actually still need to have a minimum of 1K, 1.5K. If you don't have at least 1 to 1.5K, then don't even book it. Okay? That's what it is. We do have payment plans for specific people. If it makes sense for your situation, if you have a good enough story, then it makes sense, right? So if you can, still use the link and still book it, right? Yusuf, can I get coaching leads? I've been in the wait list for a while. Yeah, you can. It's just coachingleads.io. You can go grab it, right? So for a lot of you, you get 4,000. By the way, the normal person through coaching leads will get 2,000 leads. You guys get 4,000 leads, right? If you were to go to like anywhere else, if you were to go to anywhere else, thousands of leads like this would cost you hundreds of dollars if you paid a VA to even get it. So it's included in the price. And yes, we do have payment plans. For the right people, we do have payment plans. So if you have the right reasons, you can book in, we do have payment plans. No, there's no waitlist for coaching leads. It's been like a stealth launch. Okay. And someone, okay, who asked something real quick? Let me see who asked. Do we teach personal branding? Yeah. So I'll give you guys an example right now. Simon right here in the GA. So Simon here, right? A lot of you guys ask how to even get clients, right? Simon here makes specific content to get him clients. That's what got him. I actually have a student interview to film with Simon, where he pretty much like they did 39K in the first month. So we have to film the student interview and how we did it. But for example, this is a prime example of like how you would actually run a personal brand, right? And he's just taking over people. He's studying different people and he's posting content about it. That's a personal brand that would get you coaches. We basically teach you. I used to get coached inbound. I still get coaches inbound. So we also will show you guys how to get inbound creators and not just outbound people. No, not everyone that buys the coach leads, they don't all get the same creator. What if the creator does not want to do market research calls? He doesn't have to do market research calls. Just do market research DMs, right? You could just do the DMs. We have a specific framework that we use for every single person. Do we need experience for this? Generally speaking, I mean, I started with like not much experience or some. You gain experience in the first week or two. You can just once you close a client, you can gain experience as you work with that client. Okay. What makes us better than if you don't know about the details offered? No worry about it. Okay. What makes better than anyone else's offer? And no one else is going to go as hands-on. No one else is going to write your offer. No one else is going to actually write your outreach scripts. And no one else is going to do basically these 2-on-1 calls with you on the dot. And no one else is going to do 6 calls a week. By the way, guys, our calls a week is not with randoms. It's not with a dumbass CSM who's done 2K a month and now going to teach you how to actually do it. I do the calls. He does the calls. He's scaled over to 31K per month as a growth operator. And then our sales guy who does the calls, he's closed millions of dollars. And our backend guy runs all the backend for my clients. Now, how many of you guys get in a program and most of the time it's some random ass doofus doing client success management and you can't even ask him any questions? A lot of freaking times. For people, yeah, if you already have a creator, we also do it, it'll be slightly differently, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say how do you track KPIs and everything? We give you tracking sheets. We give you live tracking sheets of how we can track our KPIs. The same way we track our outreach KPIs, we track our DM setter KPIs. We track our sales KPIs. We track our content KPIs. You guys get tracking sheets on exactly how we do. Guys, like I said, I'm basically plugging my agency into yours. Why do you guys think we get so many results? Right? Mind you, over this whole time, right? Let's give an example. I'm on the Discord. Over this whole time, I've gathered about 140 people, right, into the mentorship. Why is it that basically we have a 50 to 60% closing rate, success rate, right? Why do we have 50 to 60% success rate? Because it's so hands-on. So if you guys ask me to compare to other programs, I've seen other programs. I have people in the other programs. The only way that I can show you that it's better than other programs is because everyone from the other programs ends up coming to me at some point. And you guys know this. You guys see the stories, right? People come to me from other programs at some point because they realize the other person are not in depth enough, right? I'll give you an example. A lot of people have been asking about Eddie, right? Eddie will get people in, right, as more the beginner stuff. Why is it you guys think that all the people that come from Eddie's program come into our program and get results immediately? Right? No, but you guys are asking for different programs. That's just how it works, right? I wouldn't say that I'm targeting any beginners, right? I don't work with most beginners, right? But I've just ideally had more experience in the space. And that's pretty much why I did it this way. Honestly, I wouldn't do any other offer where I would let you guys just watch videos. That's why I'm still stuck on not doing low ticket, because I personally can't have people join and not make sure they get results. I would rather have a little bit less people at a higher ticket price and make sure that everyone gets results and I have more referrals. That's how we operate our clients too, by the way, right? That's simple as it is. Nah, that's the thing, guys. Pretty much when you guys come in, all you're gonna have is like GHL, and that's like pretty much it. Everything else, you can have some type of like free stuff to come in with it. Okay, please is the link pinned? I don't think it's pinned. Tap the link again if you can. Yeah, guys, we're just gonna freaking keep on spamming the link, whatever that is. And by the way, the official price is 6K. If you guys know anyone who joined, it's 6K. So if you're gonna save the 2K, it better be today. And if it's not gonna be today, then you're probably not gonna be able to save the 2K again. As simple as it is. You're not gonna go on a YouTube video and find the same offer. You're not gonna go on anywhere and find the same YouTube offer. That's it. Go high levels at $97 a month, right? Yeah, it's not $97 a month. And for coaching leads, it's $97 a month for the public, but for people that join from GA, you guys get 2K extra leads, and it's included within the launch price. I didn't even add it here, but that should be another like 1.1 to 2K worth of value minimum.